Hello, Shinagawa Wheels, how can we help you?
Yeah, let me get a set of 13-inch 72-spoke cross lace.
Okay, get that shipped right to you, no problem.
Cool. And let me get some engraved knockoffs.
Okay, give you special price on those, my friend. One Man Customs is the best.
Thanks. You the man, Billy.
What's up, everybody? So I finally got the wheels in for the Caprice. Come along with me while I do a little bit of a unboxing for you. Now, however, I did pick these up here in the Central Valley. If anybody does need some wheels, I do know a guy. I actually ran into this guy on Facebook Marketplace and ended up chopping it up with him. You know, he ended up being a real cool dude. I do have his information. If anybody wants to get a hold of him, if you could go ahead and just hit me up at One Man's Customs on Instagram, I would be more than happy to shoot you guys that information. Damn it, I don't know why, but I never liked cross laces before. Never ever in the past. Even though I do have a set on my 84 Buick Regal, the black one I got. But I've always gone straight lace for everything. And now I don't know why I've been getting a different eye for cross laces. I feel like they're going hard now. So the set I had gotten was just straight up just chrome. You know, nothing on there. But there was a little mistake that happened where one of the knockoffs had an engraved ring on there, which is actually this one. So let me go ahead and show you this. And once I saw it, I kind of liked it. I was like, oh man, this actually looks pretty cool. So I ended up contacting dude and I told him, hey, you know what? I want to get these rings like this, but guess you have to buy the whole setup. So I ended up ordering the whole set, and I'm just gonna swap out the rings and just sell the other knockoffs, I guess. So not sure if I'm gonna end up doing it where it's just a ring like this, or if I'm gonna keep the whole knockoff that's all engraved together. But I kind of like this look right here. I don't fall. So that other setup will be coming in the mail, and it'll look something like this. Now I'm just going to go ahead and bust out the rest of these just to go ahead and prove that they're all pretty good quality. I never really actually checked them out. I just opened the boxes, make sure there was wheels in there. Man, and you know what? This chrome is actually really nice. I've bought wheels like this before, like off of, you know, I don't even want to mention no other names, but some other reputable tire shops. But, you know, like I used to have to, I remember when I used to go buy my sets, I would have to go and like pull them all out of the boxes one at a time and just kind of pick the best ones because they would have like a lot of blemishes in the chrome. And one thing I'm noticing that these actually look like they might be triple plated. Oh yeah, I could already see myself cruising down the boulevard. Yo, yeah, buddy. See, and going back to this chrome right here, I'm telling you, I remember before the old sets, you would have to check them all this right here. They would have like little blemishes or it would be rough to the touch. So you would kind of have to hand pick them because it was like a hit or miss. And these right here are actually cherry. Even the silicone on these look pretty good. So I ended up going with the black chips just so it could kind of match the interior. Oh yeah, I think that's a wrap right there. That's the look. That's the look. Yep. Now I'm just gonna wrap them up, put them away, because it's probably gonna be the last thing I'm gonna install in the car anyways. So they'll be going into hibernation for a while. So I guess while I'm out here, I'm just going to go ahead and finish installing the driver's side door seal plate. Might as well. I got everything out of the way. And what I like to do, instead of using the old rusted screws, I usually just go to Harbor Freight and just pick up one of these little packs. And you know, all these screws tend to fit pretty good. You just got to kind of find the right size. And these assortment kits, they're like $250 or $299 or something like that. So whatever you don't use, you're always going to have extra screws. So I'm still going to sand down these trims, and I'm going to go ahead and just spray them with like some maybe matte or satin black. And then I'm going to get some epoxy to color in the letters, just so it can look like, you know, kind of like how the BMWs have them. Should come out pretty cool. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and get in here, and I'm gonna start taking apart this whole dash because it all needs to come apart so I could be able to install that hydraulic switch panel. Yep, and that means everything needs to come off. Well, it looks like I won't be able to turn on the car for a while. And I'm keeping this piece right here because when it comes to building my own cluster, I'm going to be using this as a template. Nope. That's it. She comes right out. Going to have to update that number there pretty soon. So I'm gonna try to get away with just moving it over a little bit and try to slide it in there. I'm gonna have to get some help and probably unloosen a couple of more screws, but I really do not want to have to take everything back off, like the center console and everything like that, seats. So I managed to finagle my way in there. I just took off a couple of more screws and I was able to slide it right in. Psych, we ain't on all that yet. So that's it for today's episode, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.